Go.
Never borrow money or take a loan when you need it. And here's why. You want to try to avoid borrowing money when you need it by all costs. And the reason why is this. When you go to borrow money when you need it, what does it say about you? It says that first and foremost, you have mismanaged yourself financially. That's what it says to the people that you're trying to borrow from. And when you come that way, you're basically telling the people that you don't know how to manage yourself. But as a result, your level of credibility drops. The other reason is this. When you're going to take money or borrow money when you in a situation and you need it and you have no other outlet, you're basically at the mercy of your lender. The guy who's lending you the money, now you're indebted to him, and especially if it's the bank, they can charge you whatever interest rate they want. They can give you a high interest rate, 10, 20%, just because they know you need it. Now, if you had a $50,000 debt problem, you've now got a $50,000 debt problem plus a 10% added on to it. So that's insanity, to put yourself deeper in the hole. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to put yourself in a situation unless you just absolutely have to and you don't have another choice. You know, hey, by all means do what you need to do to get out. But I'm talking about those who are not in debt right now and who will be in debt at some point. Because the truth of the matter is debt is inevitable. You will always go into debt at some point. There is not a person on this planet that's not in debt. You either owe the credit bill, you either owe the mortgage, you owe something. So you're already in debt. So what is the solution to getting away from having to take on a loan or get into a situation where you need to go and borrow money because you don't have it? The solution is to go and borrow money when you don't need it. Take a loan when everything is good, when you don't own any debt, when you don't owe anything, when you have a steady job and you have money coming in. Why? Because number one, you have leverage when you walk in and you go to borrow from your lenders. Your lenders look at you totally different. You got credibility, you got leverage, you can pay the money back quicker, and you'll build up trust with those you're going to for the actual loan. Now, what does it do for you? What is the purpose of taking a loan when you don't need it? Well, as we said before, you're going to go into debt at some way. So you're basically, I would say, putting yourself ahead sooner than later. So, for example, being successful basically is, there's a few things that got something to do with that has something to do with being successful. One, you have to be in the mental place, okay? And you have to be financially ready and mentally ready to take on opportunities when they come. Because if you miss an opportunity, to make more money or to become successful at something, then that's just a missed opportunity. Now, people who don't have money, the reason why they miss out on all the opportunities is because they can't see them. Even when they're right in their face, every opportunity seems to the person who doesn't have a lot of money as if it's a bill that's coming out their pocket. Oh, it's my last money. I can't afford to do that. So you can't see the opportunity, much less take it. So when you have the money, what you're doing is you're buying time. If you take a loan out right now when everything is good, you got the confidence that you can pay it back. You can use the money differently. Your brain is healthy. You're thinking in a healthy manner. You can see opportunities. You can take advance on them. You can put yourself ahead. When your head is full with thoughts of bills that you need to pay and things you have to do, it's very difficult to take on to make a healthy solution to take on an opportunity that can actually give you more money. You literally pass an opportunity up to make $1 million today because it takes the 10,000 that you have, but that's all you get. You see, now let's say you actually took $100,000 loan right now, and you have $100,000 in your bank. You have a steady job. What do you do with $100,000? You may be asking, I don't have an idea. I don't have an investment to put it into. So this is what you're going to do. You take $100,000 loan. You immediately close up $50,000 in your savings account. Take the other $50,000, pay off 3, 6 months, a year of your utility bills, whatever that is, rent. Get all of it out off of you. Because what you want to do is you want to have a clear mind, a mind that's not bogged down with worry and thoughts and obligations that you have. Once your mind is operating clearly and you don't have any worries, trust me, you will see opportunities that you never thought were there, and you'll be able to grab them opportunities and be successful because you won't have the fear that you're using your last to actually take it. And when you do it, and if you have put 50% of the money in a savings account for a rainy day, if something actually goes wrong with your job or anything, you can start paying the loan back from the other 50,000 that you put up in the bank, whether you pay it in portions or you pay it all off at the same time. But you have security, you have confidence, you've bought yourself an amount of time that you can actually operate in space where other people are occupying your mental space with bills, and things you owe and obligations things you're obligated to. You can just look at the opportunity and say, look, hey, this is going to take X amount of money. Let me go and act on it. So, what you want, bottom line is this: you need to have the financial capacity to recognize opportunities and act on them, and then you need to be in the mental place to be able to act on them as well. Because if you're not mentally there, you will not take it. Mentally there meaning have your mind freed up from the burdens of reality, especially when it comes to money. When you get in this space, you can do some of your best work. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna leave you with that. If you're doing good right now, go get your loan. Go invest in yourself. Go and create leverage. This is called good debt. Bad debt is when you take on debt and your ass is broke. If you're broke, you're just broke. Most of the times you're going to default on that bill anyway because you don't have the money to pay it back anyway. You didn't have the money to get the money. You didn't have the money to start out with. Now you got the money. Where you going to get the other 10% on top of the 100% that you got to pay back for the loan? You just shot yourself in the foot. That to me is insanity. If we can avoid getting in that situation, do it. Adios, baby.